Hi there, Taurus. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for June, a month which sees the Sun and Mars cooperating very closely pretty well the whole of the month. Now, the two planets are going to be moving across two sectors of your horoscope. Initially, through to the 21st of the month, the first 3 weeks, the Sun is going to be passing through the part of your scope that's to do with your resources, your attitude to money, the foundations in your world. In fact, there's going to be a feeling that's very much akin to the values of your zodiac sign. And with Mars side by side, Mars is very much about instant gratification. So Mars is pushing the Sun to help it, or help you, to go for what you really want. So when it comes to getting up close and personal with someone you really are attracted to, or improving the lot in terms of your material wealth, your motivation is likely to be very high. Yet there are some potential challenges, because at the very start of this month, and also in the last half of the month, Neptune is going to be a key player. Now, Neptune is the planet of dreams, and it's wonderful when it comes to boosting our imagination. But for you, it's passing through your sector of friendship. And from the 11th of this month, it does start to track backwards. But on the back of the full moon on the 2nd, and then also when it squares up with Mercury in that last phase of this month, it is going to cause potentially some muddles or some confusion, or even, I must be completely honest with you, the potential for some kind of dishonesty or some kind of information to be shared with you that actually is faulty and not right. So if you are going to make some very bold moves in terms of your future plans, you need to make sure that you're orientating your way through the more deceptive energies that Neptune does cast a shadow over the much brighter and more positive energies of the Sun and Mars. And also, Mercury, the planet of communication, is going to be tracking backwards through to the 11th. Now, Mercury is a planet, when it is in retrograde, that all sorts of misunderstandings just seem to naturally happen. Now, for you, this means it's vitally important that you check the detail of contracts, your bank statements, any renewals on insurance policies, anything to do with the fiscal side of life does need you to slow down and almost embrace the more tactical side of your nature and not get too caught up in the desire side of your nature, which I do think is going to be very strong this month. It would be easy to go and splash out a load of cash on something you've always wanted, or to get closer to someone and get into some kind of intimate relationship only to find out that this person hasn't been on the level with you. You also need to know that from the 15th, Saturn, the planet of restriction, moves backwards into your sector of relationships. Now, if this rings a bell, it's because he was working his way through this section of your situation for 2¼ years, until just before Christmas last year. Now, he's going to be revisiting your sector of relationships for one last sweep, and that's in the next 4 months. So through to the middle of August, if there are any chinks in any close relationship, whether it's a romantic tie or a friendship, they're likely to be exposed once more, and you need to work hard at making sure that you're being very clear in terms of your motivations and the way you're approaching things. But there is a wonderful new moon which occurs on the 16th, which can give you a greater sense of emphasis and momentum building up in terms of improving your lot. And with Mercury going forwards, money that's been owed to you can come in. If there have been delays, they can start to unblock. And also, the Sun and Mars are going to be forging an awesome link with Jupiter, the planet of luck, for a good part of the first 2 or 3 weeks of this month. Now, this suggests that anything to do with where you live could turn out to be quite lucky in terms of finances. Now, Venus, your ruler, is also going to be on the move, moving into the area that influences redecoration, home time, anything to do with your family. There could be some kind of gathering or reunion which is triggered from the 6th onwards. From the 22nd and the 24th, however, the emphasis does change. Life's going to speed up. It's going to become much more about ideas, discussions, getting together with people socially. If you are interested in publishing, especially if you have something you want to be heard, you can be very determined and persuasive in the very last part of this month to achieve precisely that. But don't expect to be sitting around too much as June comes to a close. I do feel that you're going to be moving around a great deal. But just be aware of the role of Neptune this month, which can cause some deception, some confusion, and facts have got to be at the heart of whatever you do. Because the Sun's combination with Mars, although it can be fantastic, it can also make you mightily impatient and do things and go for things before you think through the true implications. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.